How did it lose connection so fast?
Why am I hosting? I should not be hosting.
Oh
Because
god, it's doing this
I
thing
think
again.
it quit me for some reason. Could you hand the
Oh no.
controls to me if possible?
The
Yeah.
one gripe with the YouTube watch
If
thing.
I can.
Thank you.
There we go. There we go.
Yes. All right. Um.
Oh no.
Last time on Total Drama Island, our three ragtag adventurers, Gothrolder, the Beetle, Janos, the human, and Beetle, the elf,
That's a
all
the moth.
all played a little bit of a trick in the campaign library.
Indeed, we did.
And
I played
after
the trick,
that,
a rib broke.
yeah, that's true. After that, everyone saw a few suspicious figures. Namely, a tall, iron-clad general who did not look very familiar to any of you. Though, that may be because you haven't really met any of the generals besides Tell, who is the tiefling general of this campaign. Well, this army campaign. Who wields a very large broadsword as a paladin of Helia. Currently, you are all sitting on a hill, if I remember correctly, after having just taken a quick long rest and waited till nighttime to re-infiltrate the library.
Indeed.
So, what do you all do?
Well, from what I last remembered, we had arrived in the library and we saw the guy go into the like forbidden book area, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
There
Oh,
was
yeah.
a secret passage that opened up.
Yeah.
One of the bookshelves was able to move.
Yeah, and you guys were invisible. One of you snuck in as a rat?
I technically snuck in as like a silverfish rat.
Oh, yes.
Flavored.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a creepy bug.
Yes. And I, it relayed the information that there was a stone door
Yeah.
with the same ashes from my dream previously. That the one of the druid circles was being burnt down. Was the dream that I had had.
Gosh dang it, I keep losing connection. I'm too lazy at this point. So,
For the pack.
thank you. But yeah, do you guys want to head back to the library?
Yes. Well, at least
Probably. Yeah.
this is what I would like to do, yes.
Are you trying to be stealthy about this? Because it is night, however, not everyone might be asleep.
Definitely.
Yeah, it seems like the right thing to do.
In that case, please
Especially
give me...
because
Yeah. Continue.
Especially because if they caught us doing something suspicious at night, I feel like that would be a lot worse than in the day.
Oh yeah, it would be.
Lightly.
Give me a group stealth check. Basically, group stealth is just everyone makes the check, and I take the average.
That's cool.
Well,
Please type it in chat, just
yeah,
for the
I will
record.
do that. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay, room 1. Where are you, chat room?
Sorcerer dice.
Shattered World.
There
For
we
the
go.
moon.
Second.
Plus my stealth. Okay. Where's the-
Let's roll. Oh, wow. Okay. Here's my stealth. +1. Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Not too bad, not too bad. Let me just check the math. Yeah. You all are able to make your way through the camp towards the library again. At this moment in time, you can see the lights in the barracks are entirely down, but the only lights you can really see that stand out are that of the moon of Lurael that is shining up above you all, and the... what are they called again? The general's quarters. Which, through its windows, as it is infinitely more fancy and house-like than the actual barracks for everyone else, a glowing blue shines through the windows. But you make your way rather easily towards the library.
Now the question is, are any of us able to actually, like, get in?
Do you want to check to see if the front door is unlocked, or look around for another possible entrance?
It's always
Janos will look around, being that he figures they'll probably lock the front door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Guthrolder will. Well, honestly, I think Guthrolder might actually just try the front door.
Might as well.
Yeah, give me a strength check, Gothrolder.
God.
Oh, I'm
Rip
just.
it
I'm
off
not. I'm not.
his
Strength
trying to, like-
athletics.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not trying to. I'm not.
No,
Trying
I
to
know.
rip the damn
I
thing
know.
off, But all right.
Oh God, there's gonna be a consequence.
But you
Oh,
are
no.
also a beetle.
A moth.
A moth, yes. My apologies.
Does a
You're
two-
stereotyping.
Does a
Oh
2
my
athletic do
God.
anything?
Oh man.
With
I'm
a
just
2,
gonna
you
say
lift
it.
the door off inches.
The DC was 3.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
you
Oh,
you
I'm,
start pulling on the door, and basically it's like you basically start running in place. Your feet dig into the ground, and you can't get it open.
So it wasn't trapped or anything.
No, you guys don't hear anything go off, oddly. Despite earlier when you walked in, there was definitely some kind of like auditory bell whenever the door was open, but you didn't hear anything when he's pulling on the door right now.
I rolled to open the door and I got a 9.
Yeah, you open the door.
okay. Just.
What are you doing? It's a door.
I am not very strong.
It's unlocked.
It's unlocked.
It seems
Me the
very
last time.
suspicious.
The last time we did this, I rolled the nat 20 to fucking wrestle somebody down.
Forgot about that.
Anybody, yeah.
Person's easier than taking down a door. Clearly.
So do you guys want
Yes.
to head straight in?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
As you enter, everything looks rather calm at midnight. When in the day, this library did look very lively, yet constrained in a weird way. Right now, it just looks peaceful. And the unnaturally yellowish light coming off the moon, shining through these windows, it makes this place feel more homey than it should. And you can all easily make your way towards wherever you want to go. To your left is the front desk, where the ledger is with all of the books and where they keep track of who checks out what. And there's, of course, the rest of the library.
I suggest we make our way to the forbidden area.
Indeed. That would be the best option for all of us.
And most interesting. Also, that's where the door was, so.
Straight and forward.
Yeah, and you all make your way back towards, I believe it was N10?
It was N something.
It was
It's been
N
a few
something.
Eleven.
weeks.
N11.
It was N11.
Okay. Thank you for the reminder.
Yes.
You make your way
N11.
back to N11. And when you get there, many of the books that were in this shelf are thrown ajar on the ground. And the quote-unquote door, which is just the bookshelf, is opened.
Janos is gonna take a quick peek inside, though. He doesn't have anything like dark vision, so I don't know if that'll mess with it.
Give
We should
me
just-
a perception check.
I think
Alright.
Guthrolder is.
Anyone who would like can make me a perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guthrolder has 60 feet of dark vision.
Yeah,
I will
anyone
make-
who has dark vision can roll this with advantage.
With
Oh,
advantage. Okay,
Ah.
so perception.
Hey, nat 20.
Hey!
Oh,
I, on the other hand, a nice solid 8. Seemed good.
One moment. What was the natural 20? Natural 20 plus 2? Okay.
Yes.
let me edit this real quick.
And Gothrolder, you can't quite. You can see shadows, but it seems like it's just from some kind of torch or candle that's lit inside. Janos, you have God knows no clue. You can't see anything past the opening of the door.
Must be supernatural darkness.
And Beetle, you look around, gazing in, and out of the corner of your eye, further down the room towards the stone wall that the ironclad man had walked through before and closed behind him, you see a figure quickly slink through the door. You don't hear the clang of armor, but all you see is shadow.
Alright. I am going to tell them, I'm going to tell them there is someone in there, and I can presume that it is one of the generals that we've seen earlier. Now, does anyone have perchance an invisibility spell that we may be able to use? Because I don't know if we want to start conflict right now.
I just
Everyone,
so
please
happen
give
to
me
be-
another stealth check. If you are trying to whisper.
On. All right.
Better than last time, Janos.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone's doing better than last time.
Don't jinx it.
I was gonna say, you say that now.
Wait for my natural one. Oh yeah.
Gothrolder?
Sorry?
Stealth check?
Oh. Sorry, I didn't.
It's okay.
Bleh.
Brain is mush sometimes.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
We're all being quiet. You're yelling at the top of your lungs. Yes, that would be quite good.
I'm being quite stealthy right now.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I wouldn't say I'm yelling, but I'm definitely using my inside voice.
Yeah.
No auditory control.
No.
That happens.
It's hard when you have bug vocal cords.
Beetle, when Gothrolder talks, you can hear how loud it is, but at Gothrolder's initial, like, piping into the conversation, the shuffling that you could have heard from inside the stone room freezes for a moment. You've been heard.
I hold my breath.
Yeah, I'm cupping my hand on whatever Gothralder's mouth is.
It's like his proboscis that like vibrates in frequencies that seem like to just seem like a common language. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm
just
cupping
like
my hands on that.
I am going to quickly cast invisibility on us. Hold on, because I am a warlock. It is cast as a 3rd level spell.
Alright, I will have you do one thing before you can do that.
Sure.
Give me an initiative roll.
Oh no!
Am I good at that? Absolutely not. Let's see what the dice says. Oh,
Do all of us have to do that, or
No,
just
only the
Giannis?
person who's
Okay.
trying to do something after they hear the shuffling stop.
little average. So I can only make 2 people invisible
Oh god.
with 1 cast.
Alright.
I'm debating our options here, considering we have
I will also
something
say
that can turn into a tank. But
I will say invisibility does also have verbal components.
verbal components are very
That is true.
I mean, Gethrolder can turn into a small creature again.
I
Yeah.
could. That does not have verbal component. I could just.
Yeah, if whoever is trying to do something, like, really fast, give me the initiative roll.
I think I'm gonna hold my wild shape, though.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna
Okay.
hold my wild shape. I'm not gonna do
So,
anything.
who's trying to cast the invisibility? Is that Janos?
Yeah.
Alright, Janos, you... Okay. As you hear the shuffling stop, and you guys quickly try to cover Gothrolder's mouth, it's faster than the blink of an eye. You see a figure come out of the shadows. Well, come out of the shadows of the stone room and into the darkness of the hallway. Ren, could you please describe your character?
Of course. So your first impression when you see her is, oh yeah, that's a rogue. Because she is covered head to toe in a black cloak. She has a mask that covers, for the most part, her whole face. All but her eyes and a little wisp of white hair really shows. You are not supposed to be here. But then again, neither am I.
I was just about to say that. I would expect, the roguish type to be sneaking around in a, library.
Well, a job's a job. What are you guys doing? What are you? Are you an adventuring group? A circus? Like,
We're out for
We
a
are
midnight
merely-
walk.
Where
a
am
midnight.
Yes.
We are
I
merely soldier volunteers that are not made for soldier life. Let's put it that way.
Right.
don't know about those two, but I came here to read some books.
Yes.
In the forbidden section?
Oh, is this the forbidden section? I thought it was just a section of the library that people didn't frequent very often.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Of course.
You
Well,
know,
I
the,
mean-
the forbidden section of the library that's totally not hidden behind another bookshelf.
But that's
Behind the
just
secret
a
bookshelf door.
logistical error, clearly. That's all that was. This is
Clearly.
just a misunderstanding of
Of
what's happening.
course.
Yeah,
So-
indeed.
We haven't seen you, you haven't seen us, and everything is fine. We're all here just for reading purposes.
I like the sound of that. What are you guys looking for?
Books.
Give me a deception check?
I don't
Persuasion?
even remember what we were looking for, I'm gonna be honest.
I think you guys were just looking for information on what the hell is happening.
Yeah.
To be fair, Janos is looking for more creepy, bleeding books that he can
Oh,
bury his
yes.
nose in.
Yeah.
Gothrolder is more interested in what the fuck that door is.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm more interested in just finding information to get the fuck out of this cult.
It's not a cult.
It's definitely a cult.
No.
It's a religion.
Every religion is just a cult with bigger numbers.
Oh no.
You know, I can neither confirm or deny that.
Listen, I'm just saying, that's literally textbook definition.
Anyway. Let's, I suppose, introduce ourselves. I'm Gothrolder, Vismorthi.
I
Very nice to
am
meet you.
Janos Imastrova.
I am Beetle Nebula.
And you may call me Ren.
Good to
Well,
meet
it's
you.
a pleasure to meet you here rather than somebody who's set on sticking a pike in us.
I could very much say the same about you.
Well, pikes aren't my
But-
preferred weapon.
As for now, I need to get back to looking.
Very well then. Well, I'm going to step on over here.
Yeah.
Be my guest.
I'm going to head over towards where that door is.
I'm following.
Yeah. To the stone. To
Yeah,
the
Janos
stone
as
door.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to try and see about the door?
Are there any markings, runic, druidic, anything of that sort? Anything magical that I might notice or...
In an almost broken druidic, you make out the words lost and gone. The rest is relative gibberish, but the runes you can... The iconography on this appears to be that of a sun, which makes a lot of sense.
I can at least read two of the words on here. Both in druidic.
That's why I can't recognize the symbols.
Lost and gone are two of these words.
Strange.
Very strange.
I don't know what it means by lost.
Oh no.
Ren didn't come out of this room, right?
Ren did come out of this room. They were in there doing a little bit of snooping. And they
I
came
think
out.
she's still in there right now. She went back in.
Yeah, probably. The stone door is open at this point.
Ren,
Time to go in.
has anybody entered or left this door, aside from possibly you?
Not since I've been here.
Wonder why it's open then.
Well, I did go through it.
Oh, you did.
That is how walking works.
Yeah, that's how I got in the room.
Strange. The only person that I've seen enter and leave this room was a man in clad iron.
You got me. I'm disguised. Not really.
Give me a performance check. Give me a performance check.
That's a 11.
This person is clearly not telling the truth. They are not clad in armor in any way, shape, or
I
form.
don't even think you could wear such heavy armor like that.
Rude.
mean, unless it was enchanted specifically for you, but
Yeah, I definitely was not that person. I believe that is one of the cult members. There are quite a few of those here.
this is truly a cult then.
General and occultist. Interesting combination.
Very odd. Well, it seems we have been deceived in our first initial thought of these people.
Well,
What's everyone's passive perceptions, just for the record?
oh no.
13.
13? Okay.
I was gonna
Passive
say
is
15 is a
15.
high passive.
Yeah, passive.
15.
15.
Passive perception?
Yeah.
12.
12. Okay. Looking through the open stone door, those of you who have a passive perception of 13 or higher smell a faint bit of blood.
You smell that?
No, what?
It
You-
smells of iron or blood, if anything.
Well, I didn't stab anybody, so.
Not yet, you haven't.
Not yet, obviously.
Well, I sure as heck hope it's not one of us that you might eventually stab.
I don't think so. You guys seem decently chill. Oh, sorry, guys.
An interesting phrase of words. I've never heard such a phrase. Pulls out like a little journal. New person says decently chill.
I'll have you know, I'm not cold at all.
It's. Never mind. Are you guys going to investigate the smell, or should I?
I suppose, if anybody, I'm going to wild shape into a dire wolf, or rather large wolf, whatever.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
The dire
I
wolf.
thought
big
you were
boy.
about to say dire worm.
Dire
Like-
worm!
Yes, a dire worm. No. Since I have
Virus of
a
worms.
yes, now I have no wild shapes for the rest of the day.
The camp had a Dune movie night.
Yes. And since I have, at this point, I have advantage on perception checks with smell, would like to, I guess, technically track the blood smell,
Yeah.
even though I know it's coming from the door.
Well, it's not necessarily coming from the door, it's coming from inside the room.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
fun.
You could only. You smelled it because you were looking through the open door.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume when you follow this smell, you want to go inside.
Yes.
Alright. Going in, it's almost like a war room. There, in the center, is a large circular table with the symbol of a sun emblazoned on it. On each of the walls are armor stands, some of which have very elaborate armor, seemingly custom made. One set looks like the armor that the ironclad man was wearing. It has a small insignia of a flaming sword on it.
These are our only other friends in the world.
But besides that, the rest of the room seems like a study. There is a small alcove on one side where there is similarly rows of books. It just looks incredibly cozy. But as you smell, You're drawn towards the other side of the room, to another stone wall.
Interesting. Going to, I guess, paw at the wall since I can't really speak in this form.
Yeah.
I'm gonna paw at it and like whine to kind of get the other's attention.
I'm going towards the wall.
Yeah,
It's gonna
same.
go over too.
Yeah. On it, you can see, similar to the insignia on the wall, on the other wall and table, is that of a sun, but this one, it is visually less dim. The traditional lines that go out from drawings of sun are absent in this form, and instead is replaced with a ring around it, almost like that of a Christmas wreath.
So, just so that she can bring this back, I'm assuming there's no such thing as photography at this time. So, Ren takes out a very small, like, notebook slash sketch pad, like one of those handheld ones.
Yeah.
And she just quickly jots down what it looks like and then what the normal one looks like as well.
Right. Do you guys want to try to investigate this door further, move it, something?
I'll try to use my body weight as a wolf to push.
Yeah, give me a dexterity or strength check. With advantage, because wolves be strong.
Be strong.
Ah, 22, 19 plus 3.
Oh, jeez. I hate ads so much. It isn't too difficult to push open the door. The only trouble you have is that it's rather heavy, being stone, and the friction between it and the floor is rather high. But you push it open, and inside, the first thing you smell is an even denser pocket of copper. And on top of a stone slab in the center of the room is a body.
Oh.
Oh dear. Also, if you want to see what Guthrolder looks like, he's in the...
Gothrolder is adorable,
Oh, let me see.
but also needs to shut the fuck.
He's really bad at social cues, okay?
Yeah, don't worry, I get it. But yeah, the body you all see on the slab as the door is opened, it looks very pale and relatively emaciated, almost as if they've been dead for a day or so. On their chest.
I didn't do that.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
Oh, no, I said I didn't do that.
Oh.
Ren did.
On their chest, you can see what is almost like a decay spreading. And through their veins around this decay is a dark, almost black, ichor-like substance flowing through their veins. And their face, despite the look of their body, appears very serene. and their eyes are closed, and their hair is incredibly fluffy. It is kind of going everywhere. Only some of it is tied back into a bun. And on their arms are golden bracers, which complement their tanned skin. And the rest of their form is covered by a cloth.
Janos is suspicious of this corpse. Is there any sort of knowledge that I could use for remembering, what sort of things will spew out black ichor and shit when they're dead?
Give me a nature or medicine check.
Which one am I better with?
And
I am better with nature because I am
Yeah.
smarter.
I'll use the help action for this.
alright, you have advantage.
Alright. So. Okay. Nature 15.
Alright. You aren't exactly sure what kinds of creatures or what races might decay like this. But what you do know is that, like, when something extraplanar dies, it tends to have this kind of decay. Almost as if the magic that made it up is leaving it.
Could be an extraplanar creature. Could also possibly be undead and just resting, I'm not sure.
Why is
Body.
it here?
What's it resting on again? Sorry?
It is on a stone slab.
Well,
This could even be the fact of the matter is it could just be a sacrifice.
that is very possible.
You guys do not see any
I can't actually
wounds
speak.
on this
Sorry,
thing.
that's what I would say in my. That's what I would say, but
One of us speaks direwolf. It's fine.
I will say you don't see any wounds on this person aside from the decay on them.
interesting.
Perhaps it is not a sacrifice, but more so of maybe an enlightening. Maybe this is what they're trying to achieve, like drinking the red juice.
Do any of you read Celestial?
I do.
No. Do
I
not.
do not.
I don't believe Celestial is part of my... Nope.
Walking around
The
this
stars win again.
walking around this stone slab that the body rests on one side of it, engraved is the name Helion.
Alright, okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm definitely relaying this information. I immediately, like, hands together go, well, so we were right that this was extraplanar. This is Helion.
Oh.
Ears perk up, tail tucks between legs.
You're certain that... What makes you think that?
Well, it says it on the slab, so I'm assuming it either is him, considering we do... At least I know I've been told that these gods have stories of them being mortal as well as God. It could be, again, it could be someone who has maybe seen the light, but considering the events we've just witnessed, we might be able to assume that this is the body of the god that was killed.
The question is, what killed it?
And why are they trying to hide the body here?
Anyone who would like can roll me an insight check.
I really want to touch it, but I'm not gonna do that because I have self-control. I have self-control.
Actually, you
I have
guys,
plus weird.
you can roll an insight, religion, or arcana check.
Alright, I'm gonna do Arcana then.
Yeah, Arcana it is.
Hey, let's go. 19.
Hey, please type your results in chat.
Alright.
Did not roll very well.
Can't win them all, unfortunately.
Yeah, it happens.
I did not roll very well either. I feel like that's in character though.
Yeah.
The ads jump scare me every time.
So they scare the heck out of me too. I don't expect them at all. They just happen.
Yeah.
Stupid ad. You make me look bad.
Gothrolder, looking
Yes.
at the body. Well, are you still in direwolf form? I will ask.
Yes, I am.
Might be a little bit hard to look at the body from down there. If you want, you can roll me a dexterity check to try and stand on your hind legs, or
Let's do it!
or just ask someone else to carry you. It's up to you.
Let's roll this. Let's see.
You're gonna like fall on the body or something if you get a bad roll.
No.
Oops! I
No!
slipped. My jaw landed on their arm.
Wait, what did you get?
Natural one.
No.
Oh my god! There's like
You
a
jinxed
there's like a
it.
wolf deity that they're gonna blame if they see a bite out of it or something.
I'm getting flashbacks of Baldur's Gate 3 here, just the natural ones all over the place.
The natural ones are so painful.
Yikes.
Oh god, the natural ones are very painful.
You start to try and push yourself up off the ground, and get onto your hind legs, but of course, being in a quadruped form, it is incredibly difficult. And on one of your attempts, you are able to stand up for a second, wobbling, and you make your way closer to the body. But right when you start to gaze down at it, you slip. And
Oh no.
instinctively reaching out to catch yourself, despite your lack of fingers. One of your claws grazes the arm of this body.
Oh
You don't have any healing spells?
They
No.
no. I have lesser
Oh.
mystery, and I have healing word.
I have Eldritch
I don't
Blast.
think that's gonna help with a claw. Okay, maybe not that.
Eldritch blast!
Can't find the evidence if they can't find the body.
Exactly.
from what you could gather while standing upright, Gothrolder, the way this body is settled in the room that they are in, it seems like they were less trying to hide them and more trying to mourn. Like this is meant to be some kind of tomb.
And
Oh
you
boy.
fucking ripped his arm.
Oh, good job.
What do the rest of us get with our checks before he
Yeah.
scratches the body?
For the 13 and 19 Arcana checks. Looking at this body, you can clearly tell it is some, or at least was some form of celestial.
Yep.
The decay on its body is, like I said before, it is from its body being drained of the magic that makes it up. Imagine a sorcerer who's cut off from their magic, given their body is so saturated with it. It begins to decompose, to collapse in on itself. That appears to be what's happening with this body. And with
All right.
the 19 Arcana check, you can see a little bit more. The bracers that are on their body appear to have cast some kind of preservation spell over the corpse. And when Gothrolder slips,
Oh my gosh.
it scratches the arm and a little bit of the gauntlet. And you see leaking from the wound for a moment is a mix of gold blood and black ichor before it slowly stitches itself back up.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to squat down to Gothralder, and like I'm scolding a dog, I'm going to go, you are very lucky that that thing is celestial.
Is there still any of that kind of golden black ichor mix, or does it get like sucked back into the body?
It's still on the body on the outside. If you want, there's plenty of time. It heals rather slowly, so there's plenty of time to grab like a sample if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
How do you grab it?
I am going to. What do I have on me actually? I am going to. Do I have any vials or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
I have a. But that would contaminate it. I do have a knife, so I can cut open a bit and maybe put some on a parchment paper and fold it up.
Yeah.
To do some like experiments on a bit later. The only bottle I have is an ink bottle, and if I dump that out, it would be like ink and celestial blood, which, you know.
We don't want any more evidence that we were here.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows the power of celestial ink?
Oh man. If I was a wizard, I'd totally do that to like write my spells.
That would be rather
Write the
crazy.
10 Commandments with that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna friggin' do that. I have a book of shadows, and I can put rituals into it, so I don't know. Might be something for the future.
Right.
So, do you actually put the blood in the ink bottle?
Yes, I'm gonna put some of the blood in the ink bottle. I'm gonna see what happens.
Nothing really happens at first. You'll probably have to wait and see.
Perfect.
But as the wound stitches back up, it heals over with scar tissue.
That's not good.
Effective regeneration. How's I supposed to know?
Well, I wouldn't expect you to just stab a dead body.
I was gathering. I didn't stab it. I was gathering parts of its remains for, experimentation and study and such. It's not every day you come across the corpse of a god or godling,
Right.
demigod, or any of those sorts of creatures.
Well, while you're defiling a body, I am going to go look for more evidence.
It's not defiling, it's science.
Call it whatever you want.
I mean, despite the fact that I messed up, I'm gonna go ahead and walk off.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to try and grab from this room or another room?
Anything interesting?
Give me an investigation check.
Something I'm good at.
Can
Unless
I
roll
also
bad.
investigate?
Yeah, definitely.
I will use my snoofer.
So, Janos, is there anything specific you want to try to find?
Anything that looks magical or any kind of documents, journals, books, holy symbols,
There is a
eldritch
wealth.
abominations.
There's a wealth of journals around here, especially on the battle table. They seem to be. There seems to be one from each general. So there are 5 on this table at the moment. And in regards to things that are magical, much of the armor and weaponry that you see around you is very magical.
Magical arms and armor, of course. I suppose since we're already in here, if any of you are proficient with any of these things.
There is also, I will say, there is a bag of holding that you can grab.
Ooh.
I will do that.
Do they have a magical double-bladed scimitar?
Ooh, I'll say off the 20 investigation check, Giannis will decide if there's a magic double-headed scimitar.
Please?
Yeah,
Please?
sure.
Yes, give me it.
This completely comprehensible weapon. It looks like it's more likely to kill yourself than other people.
It is
Yeah, magic doesn't exactly mean good.
yeah. What you find is a +2 double-bladed scimitar. Not +2. Yeah, +2. I'm trying to remember if I mathed that right, but yes, I think it's +2.
I mean, I guess a weapon. I don't know. Maybe a new sling would be nice.
There are also just like there's the armor. I will say I find armor proficiencies dumb, especially in regards to helmets, bracers, and that kind of stuff. So if you can fit into armor, you can wear it, long as it's not like
Oversized or
Yeah.
undersized.
that kind of stuff.
Neat.
I mean, the only problem that I have with
You
being a
are
druid is
well,
I don't wear metal.
yeah, but you are also a bug.
True.
You'd need kind of specialized armor.
Exactly. I want to look through the weapons.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check at advantage.
Advantage.
Yeehaw.
Investigation. Cat, stop fucking with my mouse. Sorry, my cat is right there.
Aw. I hear my cat.
She's a little demon.
A 14.
14. Alright, and then give me a D100 check. D100 roll.
Me. Yeah. I don't have a D100 on this rolling thing, I don't think, but
I can
Dep-
roll it for you. I can pull it up if you need.
yeah, that would probably be good.
Oh, we also
Okay.
have a D&D rolling chat. So if you go there, you can put !R and then D100.
No, I got it. I found another
Okay.
rolling thing.
Okay, cool.
Let's see. 46.
46. Oh, I also rolled a 46. For the when I was
Oh.
trying to show the example for how to use the bot, I also rolled a 46. That's funny.
Ooh.
Extra special thing.
You
Fate just
find
wanted you to have 46.
yeah.
I
You
mean,
find a quarterstaff that has its upper part is almost sharpened to a spear, and it is wrapped in almost thorn-like appendages.
man. A fighting quarterstaff and a quarterstaff of warning? Yes, please. I will. I guess I'll take it.
Also, I find dual wielding weird. If something's versatile, you can dual wield it.
Yes, dual wielding quarterstaffs.
Double Gandalf.
Yeah, I generally dislike certain 5e systems, so that's why I love homebrew.
Yes, homebrew.
That's also why I use many a mod on Baldur's Gate 3.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I
What?
have this is just a general rule. You can use wisdom in place of intelligence for things like nature and religion checks.
Ooh.
If you would like. You can also use your spellcasting modifier if you are a caster in place of intelligence for arcana checks. Also, things like guidance and bardic inspiration that add bonuses to players' rolls, you can use as a reaction.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. And this is more of like a specialized thing. I don't think it applies to anyone here. Things like battle master maneuvers you can use as a reaction.
Mm.
What does this new quarterstaff of mine do?
Well, it is a +1 quarterstaff that can deal your choice of bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing damage.
Yeah.
And once per day, you can summon 2 birds.
Ooh.
Which will function like kind of familiars. You won't be able to cast spells from them and that kind of stuff, but you'll be able to see through them.
Cool. I like that.
These are our only other friends in the world.
Let's go scouts.
Yes.
And does anyone else want to try and grab something? Because, of course, there aren't just magical, like, weaponry, armor. There's other magic items that you can probably look around for. It would just be a little bit harder to distinguish them.
I don't think Rin is looking for any magical items, but she is very interested in the journals.
Yeah. You also see the journals, but something that catches your eye first is a very large tome that's set on one of the seats of this round table. On its front looks like a throne. And on the inside, it, despite being a rather large book, it seems like only the first page has any content on it, which is slightly offsetting. But
Um, before she touches or like picks it up,
yeah,
can I roll investigation on that to see if it's like something's wrong with it? Because that is very unsettling.
yeah, give me an investigation check.
Cool. Oh, I suck at that. Oh, okay. That's a 14.
I will say, as a rogue, because you know thieves can't, you can recognize the style in which this book is constructed. It is meant to harbor certain secrets and leave them legible only to certain people. It doesn't seem trapped or anything, just that it requires a certain dialect to read beyond just language.
Got it. Okay, she snatches that. Um, and I'm gonna say she picks like 3 more random books and just
Yeah.
shoves them in her pouch.
Give me 3 D100 rolls.
Ooh, okay. D100. Oh, okay. That here, I'll just write them down.
Thank you.
Yeah, I realized just saying them
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be great.
Yeah, because we can go through them later.
Yep.
It's wild that Ren is our only marshal.
I know, I was thinking about that.
Technically
Technically,
speaking,
Scimitar.
Gothrolder could be a marshal.
I technically druids are half casters, since they do have martial capability.
Mm-hmm.
They turn into martial characters, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, having 50 HP is fucking amazing.
Right?
And that's with a +0 con, isn't it?
No, that's
Ooh.
+2. I have a +2 con.
Oh yeah, because they are. What is druids? They're D8s, right?
Yeah, they're D8s.
Oh yeah. I was mathing wrong. But yeah, you pick up a bunch of books, throw them in your bag, and is there anyone else that hasn't looked for anything specific?
Me.
Oh yes. Beetle, what are you trying to look for?
I'm looking for anything, like, I know you said there's journals.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is going to be an investigation check, but is there anything pertaining to, like, less the history of them and more, like, what's happening right now? Like, the gods?
Actually, yeah, I don't think you even have to roll a check for that. On the table is a warboard, and it has the map of these continents drawn out. And there are certain figures placed on each country, one of which is the sun, which you can all clearly tell represents Helio. But others seem to be different gods' iconography. The most frequent one that you can see is a blade. Not a flame like it was on that armor that you saw earlier, but just a blade.
Is there any like notes like either in or on it, I guess?
Yes, I will also say give me an insight check with that.
Alright. Because bias. Alright. Oh god. Alright. Let me see. I doubt this is going to be over 10, but we'll see. It's a 2.
Oh.
Whoa.
You see some
I have
notes
fallen
on...
for the propaganda.
Yeah, you see some notes on the thing. The majority of it appears to be defensive strategies rather than attack. There's a couple locations that stand out. Viren in the Western Isle. It seems to have been attacked recently, and they are preparing to send more troops over there. And Reyna, which is in the Southern Isles, they are preparing to launch an offensive from that position into the Northern Isles. That is the majority of what you can make out.
Alright. And then is it like a large warboard, or is it something that I could take with me?
It's a war board, but you could probably roll it up. You just wouldn't have any of the like markers. So the markers are like they're basically chess pieces
Right.
that can be easily
Would the
moved around.
would the symbols of like the gods still be on there, or would that also count as the markers?
The symbols of the gods are the markers.
Okay.
On the map itself, there are some other insignia, but they seem to be predominantly political insignia rather than spiritual.
Alright. I'm wondering, is there any way I could look through like the books and see if there's something that sort of relays, like again another war journal that's kind of relaying what's on the board right now, like where they're planning on attacking and where they already have like defended and attacked?
Yeah, did you roll an investigation check?
I rolled insight. I haven't rolled investigation
Please
yet.
give me an investigation check in that case.
I might provide a help action with that, if that is okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, because I just rolled a 5. Alright, that's a lot better. That is a 13.
All right. Yeah, you can see on the thickest book there, the thickest journal there, it seems to have been recently opened to a specific page, and assuming you open it, you are able to see a miniature version of this map with the thing that stands out the most being a grave marker in the city of Gondir, which is further north of here.
I am definitely gonna take that, but I'm debating on taking the map because that just kind of seems petty.
There are other entries that go over like exactly what all this is. I'm just giving you like the highlights.
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely taking that journal.
Yeah.
So I'll just put Warlog journal. Um, and then again, I don't think I should take the map because we just pretty much have a miniature version of the map in. Hmm, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we keep the war map just for like a general map of where to go?
How much more detailed is it compared to what we have?
It's generally just larger. You can also see the other names of the cities and kingdoms better on the larger map.
Because we could just stuff it in your bag of holding.
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Since we're here, we might as well be as obnoxious as possible.
Right, right. They're gonna be like, God damn it, we gotta have the cartographer make a whole new map.
Spend
But
our fucking ink and shit. God damn it.
alright. Yeah, I'll stuff that in Janos's bag. And I think that's all I really want to look for. Uh Out of character, what I'm planning on doing is probably with that journal, with those journal logs, I might look real quick before we leave in in the like actual library to see if there's like a pantheon or if there's like a sort of list of the gods type book
Yeah.
there. Because I doubt they just keep that in a war room locked up. I'm sure that's ready
Yeah.
information.
It you could easily find it somewhere in the library.
Right. Just so I can sort of correlate everything that's going on around here. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to do.
Is there anything you all would like to grab from the remembrance chamber, as I will call it, with Helion's body?
Are there any? I guess are there any like potions?
Any potions in?
I mean, I know there's weapons and stuff, but
Yeah.
like, are there any like
I mean,
decanters? Or...
yeah, there's various potions. You can't exactly tell what they are though. A lot of them are tinged a dark blue, almost turquoisey color. Though a lot of them are also just a classic red potion.
I'm gonna take a couple of the dark blues and a couple of the reds.
Right.
Even if I don't know what they are.
Yeah. Mark down 2 turquoise, dark turquoise potions and 2 red potions.
The wind is calling.
There we go. That's it for me.
Alright. In that case, I believe you are all ready to start leaving.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good.
This will be the last call for any of you to grab some of these magic items to look further at the body, that kind of stuff, before walking out.
Oh, the body. Speaking of like magic items and stuff, besides those bracers of corpse preservation, does it have anything else on it?
It has a brooch that holds a cape across its chest. And it also bears a medallion with, just beneath that medallion is what almost looks to be a cylindrical rod just resting on their chest between their hands. All of which is golden.
I'd rather leave the body alone as much as possible, in my opinion.
Right,
Then again,
they're already gonna be angry at us, so might as well not tamper with the body of their potential deity.
I will
Need I
say,
remind you all, I've already taken some of his blood.
yeah, I will
You know
also
that-
say, reminder, this is Helion, or Helion, not Helio.
yes. This isn't their god. This is the either god before their god or
Possibly their child.
yeah.
The temptation to go full chaos and just steal the body is eating me away, but I'm not gonna do it.
If you want, you can put the body in the bag of holding.
Oh my god.
Just
I
for
mean-
the record.
Hello?
I mean, bags of holding are rather large inside. I think they're like 15 foot by 15 foot spaces.
Yeah, they
I
are
mean,
huge.
we do need to weigh the options though. Do we want an entire like religion trying to kill us?
You did also just break in. Bear in mind.
Yeah.
And this is the chief camp of the location.
So, real quick, let me just ask, why are we putting the body in the bag of holding?
We're not.
We're not. Yeah, we're probably not. Listen.
The question
I-
is, why are
I'm
we
a-
not putting the body in?
I am a DM. I know your tactics.
I'm just saying, if, for the record, if this place was a tomb, people wouldn't be entering it. Because the door was closed, the body was preserved.
But we do also know that magic armor.
Someone also did enter here beforehand as well.
They entered the war
Right.
room. You aren't sure if they entered the tomb.
Yeah.
Is
I
the
just-
is the armor that the guy was wearing before, is that in the tomb or in the war room?
It's in the war room.
Okay.
We also, but here's the thing also, the pro and con. Pro, if the other side ends up being the good deities, we can hand them a body. But con, we don't know how often people go in the tomb. It could be right after we leave, and that's the first time.
It is still midnight. You all have time to leave. If you needed to leave right now.
Could also shape stone and literally replace the stone. Like the exact copy.
Bro. I don't know. I think we should put it up to group vote. Who wants to steal the deity body and who doesn't?
I don't.
Hold on, I have to see something first before I weigh in.
Oh,
Yeah,
also,
I'm thinking.
how long has it kind of been? Has it been more than an hour or less than an hour?
It's been around maybe 1 to 1.5 hours since you guys came in here. It's still around it's around 12 to 1 a.m.
Then I am no longer in wild shape because I'm pretty sure it only lasts for about
Yeah.
an hour.
Yeah, I can't animate dead, so that's like
Oh my
half of my
God.
interest. That's
Animate
a warlock.
dead.
We can let Bernie's their god. I mean, I don't see the problem.
Let's say theoretically one of us gets a feat later on, though.
Theoretically.
You are all insane.
Oh my gosh.
No, I don't think we should bring the
Yeah,
body.
Okay.
I don't want to fuck with the
No.
body.
If anything, it'd be a really great way for people to track us. Just go,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
where's the
true.
body? Cast a few spells.
So leave the body and leave all the stuff that's on the body.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we should do that whole stone thing to shape the tomb back together, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. If anything, it'll give us a bit of extra time before somebody notices something's off.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, since I'm no longer in my wild shape, I'm going to go ahead and use mold earth.
You
to,
can cast spells while in wild shape, can't you?
Not if it has verbal components.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, I could use mold earth right now because if I were in my thing, because it only uses somatic. Well, technically, somatic means I have to have hands.
I'd let you try.
If you were a gorilla, you could.
Yeah, no, if I were a gorilla, I could absolutely any like ape like creature, I could use somatic components. But
Yeah.
Anything with opposable thumbs.
yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and mold earth back this stone door back to its original position.
Right.
I'm going to take meticulous care to put it exactly the way that we found it.
There's a single crack we don't account for.
You can roll me a spell attack. This is just for the quality of reforming it.
Honestly, my biggest hot take in 5e is that there should just straight up be a building stat. Or building skill.
Yeah.
Or like creating. Well, maybe
Right.
that'd be performance in a way.
I was also gonna say performance, but because they're using
boy.
magic,
I know in Pathfinder there's like 7 different versions of like crafting for a skill. But
Yeah, there's a lot of different like spell abilities and stuff.
Yeah. When I walked back in, all I heard was the music change, and I was really worried.
that's a valid reason to worry.
that's not the type of music change we were having right there.
Yeah.
My spell attack there is in.
Yeah. You put it back pretty much perfectly. You yourself can't see any differences with how it originally was.
I'm gonna
Unless they
look.
roll a 19 or natural 20.
Yeah.
Unless their investigation is incredibly high, but like unless they roll a natural 20, it's basically invisible to anybody.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the party and just go. So we all agree that we pretty much have to leave now, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think we've outstayed our stay.
My cat keeps walking over my computer.
Do you all want to try to return the war room to what it looked like before? Or do you just want to book it?
Oh.
Considering we've stolen a bunch of stuff, I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Yeah, as long as the tomb/dead person area is the same way that it was before.
All right.
Yeah, I think as long as the door remains as if it was never opened, or at least it was opened the day that it was put together or whatever.
Yeah,
it
like
should
how it
be
was.
fine. Like nobody would ever know that this was ever tampered with. I mean, other than the war room. But the war room is another room that's just kind of, oh, this is just the war room. So if somebody found it, then they know our plans. So then,
Yeah.
Yes, but I do believe we need to get out of here.
yeah, no, this is different. Yes, I agree. We should definitely at least hastily leave with whatever body parts we still have attached to us.
And would you like to try and put the secret bookshelf back together?
I mean,
As when you all had entered, it was a little bit disheveled because someone was a little bit clumsy.
What? No.
I think when, I mean,
I think making it as obvious as possible on this side and making the tomb as discreet as possible is the best option.
yeah, because then they'd probably just be like, "Oh, you found the secret room, and oh, you."
But you did not
should-
find the
you
tomb.
should
You found the
then you-
secret room, you just didn't find the secret room.
Yeah, exactly. You did
Secret secret.
exactly.
You shouldn't. You should never have been in here. We're gonna scold you for that. Possibly do a little bit of harm, but as long as you haven't found the other room, you're all good.
Right.
So,
Just as long as they don't find us after, we'll be fine.
right.
Oh, by the way, sorry, I completely forgot to ask this. Did anyone want to look at the locket that was on their chest
Oh,
before they seal the tomb again?
yeah. I'll
Can
take
we
a look at it.
investigate?
curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the locket itself is what appears to be the side profile of someone with decently sized horns that come out and curve back a little bit. And if you open it on the inside, it is not a photo, but an arcane replication of a sonogram. And on the other side is an emblem that is simply put a bone mask.
A bone what?
A bone mask.
Just like she did with the weird
Yeah, you can copy it
symbol.
down.
Yeah, she copies it.
Completely forgot to explain the locket to you guys. So sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You're good.
You got to us before we like left the
Yeah,
actual
before we
room.
booked
Yeah.
it.
Alright. And I assume after that you guys will close up the room, leave, and then book it.
Oh
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real quick, I am gonna try and find one of the god encyclopedias first, though.
Yeah,
Just
it's
on our
not
way
it's
out.
not too hard. You can go through like the religion section, and there's just like a there's literally just a planar pantheons book.
I'm stealing that.
Yeah. And assuming you guys are all leaving together, I would like one last group stealth check.
Hopefully,
Let's go.
I can actually do this one. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Hey.
Oh hell yeah.
Nice.
That's not a nat 20.
Oh,
But it's not the worst it could be.
just heard my brother yell, "There's no running, there's only death," and I'm.
That's
fitting.
a little bit concerning.
I
That's
think he's
fitting.
playing a video game, so.
Oh, okay.
Actually, our DM messaged your brother before this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, your brother. I had to kill your brother.
Oh no.
What was that little oh no?
That was me. Oh no.
Gothrolder, what did you get for the stealth check?
I didn't do nothing for the stealth check yet.
Please give me a stealth check.
Let me do the roll.
Oh, this music is so sweet.
Yeah, I like this music. Also, does anyone remember the city names that I said earlier? Because I do not.
I don't.
Oh god, I forgot to
I
write
don't
them
even
down.
remember you mentioning a city name.
I remember you mentioning city names, but I forgot to
I
write
mentioned
them down.
3 city names. I completely forgot what they're called. I can look back through the
I know
recording.
one. I know one of them started with a V.
13.
I have no clue.
I'm very curious how much more sane or crazy the other party in this setting is gonna think we are than them.
Maybe just a little bit. But yeah, you guys are able to sneak your way out through the night. And if you will all look back at the map that I have pinned in chat, this is a copy of the mini map that is in the notebook. And you can kind of see that there is a mark for where your guys' camp is. Well, where this camp is. Where would you like to go from here?
Which map? Because there's a bunch of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Top one?
The most recent one, yeah.
Okay.
The Telos.
Which I know
All
we
right.
were on one of the islands, but which one were we on?
Currently you guys actually weren't on one of the islands.
Oh.
You were on Icor, and then once you were recruited, you were brought to the camp.
I'm assuming the camp is between the desert and forest area.
I'm now realizing you guys can't exactly read what's on there.
Yeah.
It's on the left side near
I
the
see
bottom.
Icor, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the camp there, down
Yeah.
from Icor. In a southwesterly direction. It's like really small, but it's there.
Yeah. I wrote it tiny.
A little strip of land.
Yeah. If you guys wanted to go anywhere in particular, there were 3 locations that were mentioned. One that was in the Western Isle, one that was in the Southeastern Isle, and the other which was north of here.
Oh, we should probably pick something that's close by. Relatively speaking,
Right.
of course.
Yeah, you also
Really?
don't necessarily have to go to any of those places. You can just wander around if you guys want.
So for a lot of the border lines that I'm seeing, would we actually have to like cross a border, or is it just kind of free reign?
It's not a physical border most of the time. But yeah, that's just like political lines.
Suggestions.
Yeah.
We could go. We can go east, kind of go into this gray area.
I also need to
Yeah.
figure out where I'm from on this map so that, I don't quite go there until I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're looking at the colored map, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. With the
Question,
trees involved.
where did on the battle map did it say, I know there was one of the battles that was taking place more like north,
Yeah.
but that's
One
all I
second.
was
I
remembering.
I should probably share my screen. Give me a sec.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we probably want to avoid anywhere where there's like a big conflict going
Yeah.
on.
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just skip these goddamn ads. Alrighty. Da-da-da-da-da.
I think the smartest move right now, considering we just stole a bunch of stuff and possibly messed with the tomb of a celestial being, we should pick someplace that these people aren't affiliated with
Yeah.
and like go
Right.
there.
So this is where the camp is. This is where Icor was, where 3 of you were recruited. This area is the Western Isles. This is where one of the defensive moves was. Over here is the Southeastern Isle. That is where one of the offensive was planning on invading into this island over here. And up
Okay.
here is where the grave marker was.
Okay, so I say we avoid the grave marker. Honestly, if I was in our position, I'd go to wherever they're defending because that means that their forces are probably getting weaker.
Is there any place that they are not involved in?
Yeah. The places where they have influence are pink tinged. So, this area and this area, along with this, and all of this. So,
Got it.
I'm
the area where they have least control is around here, the coast of this island, and this area.
So,
Mm.
indeed
Oh, sorry, go
going
ahead.
east. So indeed going east or north is probably the best option. For us.
Yeah,
right.
there are also this like alcove area. I don't know what I'd call this area. This area
Right.
is also not pink or controlled by them.
Honestly, another reason we should probably go to enemy territory is just to get the other side of the story, because we only know their side.
Yeah. The closest we can get to the enemy's like towns or civilizations, the better. Because
Right.
the closer we are to enemy territory, the quicker the news is to get
Right.
for our information to get.
And also, we might have some sort of leverage if we say, like, hey, we know what's going on with this camp, we can give our information.
Yeah.
So, where do you guys kind of want to go? Just try to guide my mouse pointer.
I had suggested to the east of camp.
Yeah, I think east, honestly.
How
Sorry, not
east?
east. Not. I mean, yeah, we could do east or north.
Never eat. Yeah, east. East is
The
this direction.
first
You would
kind
have
of,
to
like,
go.
green spot for
I will.
east.
I will say you would have to go a little bit, like quite a bit north, to get to enemy or neutral territory. Because
Right.
the gray areas are neutral territory. I should have explained that.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
this
I
is
figured.
neutral. This is neutral.
So north would probably be our better option.
Yeah, north is
Right.
neutral territory. East, you would have to travel a little bit through other territory, but you can also get over here rather quickly. North and west are like closest to neutral territory. If you wanted to get to quote unquote enemy territory, the fastest route would be east or southwest towards this island.
Well, to the west is the quickest neutral territory.
So around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
and if we ever needed to, we could just make our way north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into
Yeah,
this
so
area.
northwest to north is probably your best option.
All right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I say honestly, our best bet is probably just going north to the closest neutral territory, and then sort of figuring our way out from there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ignore. I'm slightly choking. Um,
Oh.
yeah. So there are a variety of cities around here, I will say. So just try to tell me where, like, do you guys just want to go generally speaking north, or do you want to try to find one specific town?
Mm,
Um,
I
I
would
don't know.
say
would that be marked in the journal as like sort of political regions too, or?
Yeah, they would be. They aren't on here because I forgot to add them, but there's one city around here. Um, well,
Yeah, just to
I'm
make
speaking in regards to like large cities. Um,
I did post whether we should go northeast,
yeah,
and if we're all in agreement to that.
yeah,
Yeah. I think if
Yeah.
we are going for a big city that's more neutral or even enemy territory, that right where you put like that northeastern part would be good.
Hmm.
so like around here area.
Near that lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
and
I
try to
also have
avoid
one
towns
other.
and borders for now.
Right. I also had one more question. Those like pink and yellow borders, is that like who is gaining influence, or is that just kind of there?
It's basically encroaching territory.
Okay.
So
Then yeah.
yellow is starting to gain control over this area. Pink is starting to gain control over this area, etc.
Then yeah, I think that's our best bet.
All right.
Sounds good.
Just gonna stop sharing my screen.
I want us to see any of your little secret.
Yes, my
Special
little
notes.
secrets. But yes. So, do you guys want to start heading out right now? It is still currently around 2 a.m. at night.
Yep.
I am grabbing my stuff and then I am leaving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
I haven't really dropped my stuff off. I already have like my backpack and stuff. I've never really dropped it off.
Right.
Just always carried it with me.
In that case, you guys will be heading off northeast.
Yeah.
And I would like one of you to give me a D100 roll as you travel through the night.
I suppose I should.
But I will be right back. I just need to grab something.
All right.
Right. 57.
57. All right.
I'll be right back. My parents are calling me for something.
Okay.
I think I also will be right back as well because I gotta do a couple of chores around the house. Break time.
Yeah, we can just take like a 5 to 10 minute break right now if you guys want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Alright.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back for now.
Welcome back.
I am back.
Yo, welcome back.
I just told my friend that I had the opportunity to steal a dead god in a D&D campaign, and he was like, "Why didn't you?" And I was like, "'Cause that would lead to us being nuked in a holy war."
Yeah. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Janos, art thou ready?
Yes.
Okay. And remind me what the D100 roll was?
57.
57. Alright. You all begin to walk out and away from the camp. From what you can see, almost every single person here is asleep. You only see a few guards on their posts, but they aren't looking in your direction while you sneak past. And eventually you do make your way out of the plane that this camp is set in. And you are now looking out into a rather open desert-like area, closer to an oasis, because it is incredibly cold, but there is also slightly warm wind that keeps you all from freezing. And as you walk over the hill that housed this camp, in the distance you see a caravan driving north.
Perfect. It looks to be a caravan over there.
We should hop on.
Well, we should
But to
definitely
do that, we should probably not make it obvious that we're coming from the camp itself.
Perhaps would be a good idea, yes.
I mean, we could try to get on it without. Is it like a? Is there a way that we could get on it without the driver noticing?
It's when I say caravan, it is a string of carts. There are many a people and many a driver. Not all.
Got it.
Yeah, not all of them are carts. A lot of people are also riding on horseback. It's basically a string. So
Mhm.
you could very well jump onto one of the carts, one of the horses, probably without anyone being none the wiser.
Question, what phase of the moon is it right now?
Currently, it's a quarter moon, I believe.
Alright, so it would be like crescent moon.
Yeah.
Great. While y'all are contemplating that, I'm casting Phantom Steed.
Oh, that's fun.
Cool, a traveling spell. Shame none of us, no one else can. I'm all out of wild shapes.
Yeah.
Let me see how much weight it carries.
You only have one wild shape per long rest?
No, I have two.
Oh, you guys took a long rest before you entered the library, so you still have another.
Oh yeah, I forgot to change my wild shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my plan is basically I'm just gonna use my Phantom Steed, and then I'm gonna be very close to the cart, so when it dissipates, I can just hop on.
Honestly smart.
Got it.
I mean, if you want, I will allow, like, so assuming Gothrolder became a horse, two of you could fit on Gothrolder and ride with them, and
Oh yeah, I could.
yeah, and then the other could be on the Phantom Steed.
That might be smart considering we don't want people noticing we're coming from this camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, horse or camel. Whichever you guys think would blend in more is up to you.
Turn into a hunter shark.
Perfect.
Oh.
We're riding in on a shark.
It just has legs.
Yeah.
If you, okay, you can, roll me a d100. If you roll 100, you can become a sandworm from Dune.
28.
Damn. Nah.
Oh.
No, at level
That would
5,
have been
I
the
can,
roll of a century.
literally crit turns into a sand. The only problem is I can only turn into things with a challenge rating of 1. So,
Imagine if a
the
sandworm
max
did
level.
have a challenge rating 1. It's just a massive teddy bear.
You just poke it a little hard, it dies.
Yeah.
Right, it's giant, it just cannot take a hit.
God, no.
Yeah. But no, I can. Yeah, I'll definitely use my last wild shape to change into a horse for now.
Right.
Everyone on their normal horses, me on like the ghostly hollows.
And we're like riding the moth horse.
We got one weird party comp.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I do let the party know that they should probably inform, like, if somebody does end up like noticing us, they should definitely inform them that I am a
A
druid.
person.
Don't worry, he's just a person.
Don't worry, he's a druid. He's just in wild shape.
And with that, I believe you guys want to head towards the caravan.
Yes.
It doesn't take too long, given how slow this group travels. Not this group, but the caravan group. And at some point they come to a rest, and that is when you guys catch up with them. And they set up camp in the desert for the night. The person who's leading this group appears to be a Triton, rather out of their element given the sandy nature of this area, but they have the largest cart and were in front, so you can assume that they are the leader. Everyone else appears predominantly to be dragon folk, other humans, some elf, but mostly dragon folk and human. And while stopped, a lot of people just instantly pass out in their caravan.
Oh.
Some people sit around a campfire that this Triton has made and start roasting some food.
What kind of caravan does this appear to be? Like, do they appear to be merchants?
A lot of them appear to be merchants. Those closer to the middle of the chain have like very fancy carts that have like slide open doors where they can obviously like portray their stock. Would you like to talk to any of them or simply go to rest?
I think resting would be great.
Yeah.
In that case,
Do we have anybody that's personal? Oh yeah. You're a sorcerer, right? We have Beetle's a sorcerer, right?
Yeah, I'm a sorcerer.
Okay, good. We have somebody with charisma. Because
Hey,
I'm a smarty warlock, not a charming warlock.
yeah.
Look, just because I only have 1 charisma doesn't mean I can't charm somebody.
We just have to find that one person. I don't know if they're in this camp.
Gotherolder has unspoken riz when it comes to other bugs, it's fine.
You know, we can deal with that when it comes to it.
Yes.
Okay, I just have to show you guys this real quick. I was just looking at random names for like a random name generator, and this is one of the results that popped up.
Perfect. Yes.
Yes.
So which
I wonder
NPC is
what
this gonna be?
NPC that's gonna be.
Yeah. But yeah, you are all able to rest up for the rest of the night.
Please tell me that you use that for a royal character.
I'll let you know later. And in the morning, assuming you all don't want to do anything during the night, everyone wakes up and starts. At this point, people are just joking around as they try to hawk all their goods to everyone that they have already been trying to convince to buy their stuff for the past week. But they still try again. And after everyone gets their rounds in, eats a quick snack, they all saddle up and get ready to move. If you would all like, you can try to talk your way into a carriage or sneak your way onto a carriage.
We're a good distance away from the camp, right?
Depends on where you would like to sleep. You could catch up to them when they were stopped and preparing for camp, if you wanted to kind of like try to integrate yourself in there.
Sorry, I meant the place that we stole all the goodies
Oh yes,
from.
yes. You're far away from that camp, yeah.
We're at least a days away, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Well, if it's alright with you all, I'd much rather be in a whatever they're called. Anythings on wheels.
Yes.
Instead
Cart.
of riding our gracious friend.
Yeah.
That
Now
can
hold
only
on.
be a gracious friend for 1 hour.
Listen. I only did it to get us to the caravan.
Exactly. Sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, what do you all want to try to do?
Well, I guess I can try my luck at convincing somebody to give us a ride.
Are you sure you want to be the one to be doing that?
We could potentially all four try to convince 4 different carriages to let us in. Or carts, or whatever they are.
Carriage cart, basically the same thing.
Carriage cart. Yeah, I cannot get those names right. Like,
It's
I
okay,
don't know
neither
what's
can I.
going on.
Well, I mean, unless the sorcerer speaks up.
I will gladly negotiate for us.
Alright, I will go ahead and give you a guidance.
Alright.
I forget which die is guidance.
D4.
It's
Oh,
Yeah.
alright.
I'm just gonna go to whoever the closest cart driver is, and I am going to ask him, excuse me, I don't suppose that me and my friends could get a ride to the closest town.
The person you walk up to appears to be some kind of draconic Yuan-Ti type person. And they turn to you a little bit surprised. I think I have room. If you guys need space. Or...
Ah, thank you. We will make do with whatever space you have for this gracious offer.
All right. Want me to lead you all to the place that you can just like sit down, or?
Yes, that would be lovely.
All right, follow me. And they kind of walk around towards the back of their carriage, and in the back, there's a bunch of chicken and roosters,
Oh,
and on the side there are benches. I know
Thank
it's
you so
not
much.
that glamorous, but it's better than
The ride
nothing.
It will do fine for the ride.
anything
Yeah,
would
thank
to
you.
get out of the heat.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh yes, I forgot you were the one carrying them for a second.
Could we get your name?
No, you did not. My name is Kalar.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
And you all are?
My name is Ren.
I am Gothrul Vismut.
I'm Janos.
Beetle Nebula, pleasure to meet you.
Two people with fancy last names. Surprised you can't pay for your own cart. Well, we will all be ready to set off soon. So, you best get settled in.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thank you.
No problem. And
Yay,
they
we
walk
Fred.
they walk towards the front of the cart and sit down, ready to get the horses to start working.
Ren hops in and immediately just grabs a chicken and starts like petting it.
Give me an
So
animal
soft.
handling check at disadvantage.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna use the help action because
Okay, so you
I
make it
also-
flat.
I have a really good animal handling actually.
That's a D4, right? With the help?
No.
No, it's just flat.
Help
Roll
gives
D20.
you advantage, but you had disadvantage, so you just roll it flat.
Oh, okay. That's an 8.
Ugh.
If anyone would like, you can use guidance as a reaction.
Yeah, I'll guidance. I'll
Okay.
change my guidance. So roll a d4.
Because it's a cantrip, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry about that one, guys. That's a 3, so 8 plus 3, 11.
Gonna roll an insight check for this chicken.
The wisest of chickens.
Yeah. Chicken has a -4 to wisdom, doesn't it?
It just starts pecking you.
Oh no.
Oh!
It doesn't hurt, but
Oh, never mind.
it thinks
Stop
you are
falling.
food.
Oh! My hand is not here. And then she takes out a little bit of, like, just a few crumbs,
Bet,
of her rations and just, like, holds it out.
bet, 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 bet.
All the chickens are now interested.
Bet, bet,
Uh-oh.
bet, 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 bet.
Actually, what spells do I have for
The chicken instantly eats it out of your hand, and they do also start trying to eat your hand.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Mistake.
cast Speak with Animals.
Food, 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 food.
She just kind of dusts her hands off so it falls into the hay and stuff.
Food, food.
My. Hungry little fellas, aren't you?
Bitch, get out of my way. Food.
Oh, oh my. Apparently they are very hungry.
Yes.
Oh. Poor chickens.
Ah,
Food.
I'm gonna go ahead and give them some of my bread as well, like just like a half chunk of bread, because I don't usually eat that.
Bread?
All for you guys.
Master.
oh God.
Bread master. Bread master.
Bread master.
Yeah.
Bread master. Bread master.
Oh gosh.
Are
The
you-
master of bread.
Are you talking to the chickens?
I'm a druid, of course I can.
Oh.
Bread master.
What are they saying?
Well, since I gave them bread, they're calling me the bread master now.
Oh.
Demonstrating the infinite intellect of the chicken, I see.
Of course. So, how did you
One of
all
the.
end up
Okay,
on
wait,
this?
wait. Double checking. Did you say that in character?
What?
Not you. Demonstrating the infinite intellect of the chicken.
Yes.
You said that in character?
Oh God.
Oh no.
One of the chickens looks and turns and glares at you.
Can they pick up sarcasm? Does a chicken understand the concept of sarcasm?
It just
They
glares.
do when they're not chickens. The chickens that aren't chickens.
Oh God.
Your friend is rude.
They said that you're rude.
Yes. Well,
Your friend will now be our food.
Oh no.
oh God, not the Zelda chickens.
Janos, give me a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
As a reaction, I'm gonna pull out more bread.
Yeah.
To try to get their attention.
Bread.
Oh shoot,
Bread.
what
Bread.
was the lady's name again?
Honestly, I
Or
forgot.
person, not lady.
Random Yonti name. Let's go.
Yes. I honestly can't remember. I will have to look back through the
Fine.
recording. But yes. Janos, half of the chickens luckily do go back to the bread, but the other half start swarming you and pecking at your legs. Bird,
Oh,
bird,
good
bird,
job.
bird.
You insulted
Kill.
the chicken.
Kill the food. Kill the food. Kill the rude food. Food, food. Food.
yeah, I was gonna say, tell these chickens to stop attacking me, or they will be food. I quite enjoy roast chicken.
Now, all of you, please.
You take 13 piercing damage.
Oh
Oh
God.
my God.
Bird.
Okay, to be
Food,
fair,
food,
roosters are
food.
meat.
Yes.
Right? Hell, chickens in general are mean.
Yeah.
Now. He wasn't meaning it is a rude term. You are infinitely wise.
Food.
Alright, so
Roll me a persuasion check.
I'm gonna go ahead and guidance myself with this.
Yeah.
Using the Baldur's Gate strategy.
And the D4. In total, 17.
nice.
Food.
Let me try to do this.
Give
Hold on.
food. and we shall be
as,
appeased.
After the attack, I want to pick up one of the chickens, and with the deepest sincerity, I am going to say, "Hey, you are much smarter than our friend gave you credit for."
I can't type for some reason. Let me restart my Discord, and I will be right back.
Beetle, the chicken that you pick up kind of just looks at you.
I'm gonna look back, and then I'm gonna just like, with one hand, as I stare at it, I'm going to pull out some of the bread that I have.
Bread, 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 bread. Do you give it to this one chicken?
I will give like a larger piece to the one chicken, and then I'm gonna just start like sprinkling it for the rest of them.
Good elf. Elf brings bread. Bread.
Ugh.
The chicken that Beetle just picked up looks towards Gothrolder. Your elf friend is nice. And for the record, these chickens are speaking almost as if hive mind. One of them starts the sentence and the other one finishes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's just chickens for you.
But yeah, no, my persuasion check was 17.
Yes. You are bread god. God of the bread. And the
He
chickens
is
start
part of the
bowing.
pantheon now.
Oh, I have an army of chickens now. Small army of chickens.
You can also summon 2 birds with your staff.
You really are the bird lord.
Lord of the Birds.
I'm gonna go ahead and,
It's ironic considering you're a moth.
yes.
Bread god.
Maybe
bread.
that's why they follow.
Alright, no more insulting the chickens, got it? Or attempting to insult them.
Janos is going to wipe at the bloody wounds. He's going to glare at them. He's like, oh, there will be no more insults.
Oh no!
Friend,
Well-
taste is good.
Yeah.
Blood is tasty.
I'm sorry, we spent 3 days with cult members, yet you're struggling with the chickens as our dorm mates in this.
It is pretty ironic.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a small medicine for our friend here.
Yeah, give me that medicine check. I'll say with advantage.
I always forget medicine is a thing.
Yeah.
I usually don't have DMs that use it for much is the only reason that I sometimes forget it.
Fair.
Yeah. I just remember I did it one time in a game, and I failed so badly that the person lost one of their death saves.
Oh god.
Honestly, I've done that before
was
too.
Bad. It was bad.
It's horrific.
Alright.
Ugh.
I'm 18.
Alright. These peck bites are immediately infected. These chicken have
Oh god.
never been given any kind of antibiotic in their life, and Janos immediately has every single disease that they ever had.
Ew.
Oh no.
Oh.
Well,
So, who's got healing spells?
I've got lesser restoration. I can cure them one at a time.
Me. I also have lesser restoration, but I think that depends on my. Yeah, it depends on the phase of the moon, so I don't have lesser restoration.
We are not in that time of the
Yeah.
It is the moon's will that you get these diseases. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't particularly like the moon right now.
At this point, the caravan has already started back up, and you guys have been moving for a little while. Off in the distance, you can see two towns, one of which appears to be more on the border, closer north. You can tell that it was the city of Icor that you had all left just a few days ago.
Oh no.
And you can see plumes of smoke rising from it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh fuck.
I am going to sort of shift up to, is there, like, if I shift in the cart, is there anywhere where I could actually talk to the cart driver?
If you go closer to the, like, front of it, yeah.
I'm going to ask, I'm going to point out that town and say, what exactly happened there?
Icor fell. Where do you think we're all coming from?
Oh no.
So
Icorian.
you are...
Well, some of us, I should say.
So some of you are refugees then.
Some of us, yes.
And that other town that we are close to, is that particularly safer?
It should be. That's what we've heard.
Who attacked you?
We don't know.
A group of mysterious raiders attacked you.
All that we know is they all wielded bows and arrows, which were fledged by dragon scales.
Not to get too personal, but do you by any chance follow a specific god?
I mean,
Not
kind
to
of.
get too personal.
Why does it matter?
I'm just curious because we have had some religious differences with people recently.
I follow Bahamut.
Interesting. And do you know if in that safer town, have you heard if they worship a specific god?
No, Arkmore tends to be more liberal with their leanings in faith.
Sorry about your town.
Thank you.
What happened to the beings that attacked you?
We don't know. They attacked approximately 2 nights ago. And by the time everyone had woken up, the city was in ruins and they were gone.
2 nights ago, was that when, like, we saw the shadowy darkness and had the feeling of the gods dying and stuff like that?
2 nights ago would have been when you saw Zur's eclipse.
Okay. So basically the night after we left.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So Ren reaches into her little pocket and she pulls out 5 gold and just kind of hands it to the driver and goes, "It's not very much, but this is for the ride."
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna turn to the rest and ask. So should we stop at Icor or the safer town?
Well, we're not really heading that direction. We're heading northwest towards Arkmore. We were initially heading south to see if there was anything else that remained of the kingdom, but so far we've just found Battlefield.
Well then, we will travel with you until we hit a safer town.
Alright.
Don't think there's much for us in Icor.
Not
No.
anymore.
Oh.
No, definitely not.
If you are looking for more knowledge about what happened, the Triton, he's the one who gathered us all, started the caravan. He's also from Icor. He might know more. I
Then
don't know.
next stop.
You all best get some rest. It's gonna be a long journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. Before we all rest, real quick, I want to see if I can do a reading based on this new sort of course we've set for ourselves.
Yeah. Remind me what your readings tell you.
They usually tell of what's to come in the future, or they're more like visions.
At this point in time, what you can see is relative peace,
Okay.
but it's unsteady. If that's the best way to put it, an unsteady peace.
Before we rest, I will tell everyone that based on the stars and the moon, I can tell we are getting closer to a less chaotic route.
Well, that means we're going the right way.
Yes. Yes, it does.
And then he's just going to stuff back in his crystal ball and just sort of sleep.
Mm.
And that, I think, is where we are going to end this session today. And in the chat, I have posted the primary pantheon that you guys had been looking for in the library for a sec.
Okay.
At the top is the three elder gods, and then going down is one representative from each planar pantheon. Basically the most powerful. The ones that are indented on dots are other deities of note that either are or that used to be a member of those pantheons.
Okay. So, the carriage driver, they said that they worship Bahamut, right?
Yeah, Bahamut.
Yep.
Okay.